Hey, welcome to my cervical cancer journey story part 3. Thanks for engagement so far. We have some positives in today's episode, so that's cool. I think it's always good to talk some positives. So the IVF was approved. There was some doubts about it because they was worried about the ovarian access because of where they'd attached one of the ovaries, and also my body was pretty battered from just having this massive surgery and then having my wound packed all the time. But we had this small delay because I couldn't start my chemotherapy or anything until my wound had healed in full, because obviously chemo stops things like that. So we started the IVF. There was masses of injections. I remember at one point we went to watch a comedian, Angelos Epithemiou, at the Derby Assembly Rooms, and I call her my twin, my friend. She was like trained in care and stuff, and I couldn't inject myself, and I was like lay on the disabled toilet floor while she was injecting me because I really wanted to go and watch this comedian. But the IVF was actually a huge success. My body responded really, really well. We had, I think there was 9 eggs in one ovary and 8 on the other. So I was really excited. So unfortunately, back in the day, you couldn't just freeze eggs. I wish you could have. Anyway, did the IVF, went for the surgery type thing where they extract their eggs, and I had a really weird dream when I was under that I woke up during the surgery and I was like ripping the tubes and stuff out. Anyway, turns out it wasn't a dream. And they had to like re-sedate me apparently. I was not doing too good. Unfortunately, they could only get to the one ovary, but still got 7 eggs, so that was good. Then they had to mix them and make embryos, and I think it was either 4 or 5 embryos. I used to joke I've got like four embryos, got 4 babies in the freezer. Now the funding for that was very expensive, and it was being anonymously paid for me for a while. I don't know what's happened with it now. I kind of started to ignore the emails when I was struggling with money over here. But I don't know. I don't think I'd be a mum now. Well, 10 years ago maybe. But I'm so glad that maybe there is just chance, you know, and maybe if I don't use them, somebody else uses them. I always used to joke that my genes are too good not to be passed on. Some positives that come from that was I actually found another level of support. There was a group on Facebook called the Teal Ladies, and my friends and family were amazing. Like, I've always been blessed with the best people in the world. For the people I know, I've always been surrounded by amazing people, and I was getting spoiled. My house looked like a florist. People would come around and clean for me. They'd come around and cook for me. Even some of the like really manly men, they'd come and bring me some food and help me with stuff around the house. And I remember one day the girls come around and we made like dancing gin and stuff like that. That was cool. I got had teddy bears galore, Rasta Mouse, Piglet come everywhere with me. I should have got him up. But I can never be really honest with how I was feeling with my loved ones, because watching the pain in their eyes when I talked about my feelings was real difficult. There was only a couple of people that I was real raw with, but this group I could talk honestly with, like all, as my good friend Nia would say, my TFCs, thoughts, feelings and concerns, went in this group, and it was raw. It was my ranting page. And it was cool, and I'm still friends with lots of these ladies today, which is really nice. I did lose a few of them along the way, we did, but some of them are still very good friends today. So that was good. I found out a lot of information from them, and also ranted away a lot in them. It's really warm in here tonight, sorry. And we did heaps more fundraisers as well during, because I think I've had the surgery in the May, I've done the IVF the June, so I've got July and August. I've got 2 whole months because chemo is not starting until September, so I've got 2 whole months for whole English summertime. My friends put on a festival for me. We raised heaps of money with that. We did a charity calendar photo shoot with my friends, like wedding and vintage business. There were more bike rides, more big shaves. We did abseiling, and also I had lots of help from charities as well. I had help from the Mercedes Curdo Foundation. I had help from the Willow Foundation. They took us to Alton Towers. I used to get a disability pass, so my friends would fight to go with me because they got to go to the front of the queue every time. What else did we do? Oh, the Macmillan was amazing. They was like a godsend, because I actually got refused benefits, because although I wasn't earning, and my work was amazing, they was helping me out with like the statutory sick pay, employee sick pay you get in England. They was absolutely amazing, and they'd done fundraising for me personally, not for charity. They did some for charity, and then they did some for me to live off, which was amazing. But Macmillan wouldn't give me anything because I lived with my partner at the time, and then I had 2 more housemates, and how the benefit system works is on household income. So even though they were my mates and they were nothing to do with like my paying of bills and things like that, I couldn't get anything. But Macmillan managed to work it all out for me and help me survive. Luckily I had heaps of savings, because we were supposed to be doing a world trip going to Australia and South America, which obviously got put on hold. But yeah, so there was lots of positives in a real dark time. I realised like how lucky I am to know the people I know, and I had some real fight in me. Like, I would have days where I was real scared, and I was literally laid down. I was laid down for a good couple of months. If I went out, we'd go out in the wheelchair. I would see the Stone Roses in the wheelchair. That was pretty cool. And every other song I'd stand on the wheelchair, so I could see it was like Lou and Andy off Little Britain. And then met some lads from Dundee there, and even now I still talk to them on socials, and they actually did a Movember fundraising for me as well and sent me some gifts. And yeah, it was just honestly, when you go through something bad, people really do come to light. I mean, even before that, my friends were always amazing, but I felt like a superstar, like. And they always used to call me their superhero, but they were all my superheroes. My partner at the time, he was a rock as well, and like my family. I mean, I did have to pat people on the back a lot of the time and let them know I'm going to be okay. That was pretty tough because I was the one struggling, but that just showed how much everything impacted, and how loved I was, you know, how incredibly loved I was. Oh, there goes my short episode. It's definitely not. I'm going to wrap it up because I'm pretty tired today, and I need to get in a shower because I'm going away tomorrow. So, yes, but thanks for listening so far. We'll talk tomorrow about the treatment next, because when they found the IVF, when they did the IVF, they found more big things in there. Luckily, this time there was cysts, and that was a whole new journey on its own. So, see you tomorrow.